The November 10th, 2025 regular session meeting of the Cinnaminson Township Committee is now called to order. Everyone please rise and join me in saluting the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Public Law 1975, Chapter 231. Notice of this meeting was published in the Burlington County Times and the Courier Post on January 10th, 2025. Roll call, Madam Secretary, please.
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Conda?
Here.
Mr. Segrest?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Horner?
Here.
Mayor Craybill?
Present.
Thank you.
Okay, we have Resolution 2025-145, authorizing executive session for attorney-client matters regarding the following potential litigation. May I have a motion to go into executive session?
I will make that motion, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Conda. May I have a second?
Madam Mayor, I'll second that.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Voice vote, please.
Aye.
Nays, abstentions. Okay, we will be in closed session for, do we know about how long?
No more than half an hour?
Okay, no more than 15 minutes to a half an hour, and then we will be back in public meeting after we close. Okay, we will continue our meeting with committee liaison reports. Committee Member Conda for Administration and Health and Senior Services.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, but I have no report for this evening, and that's it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Conda. Committee Member Segrist for Public Works.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just a couple things. Leaf collection has begun, and Public Works personnel have collected about over 400 tons of leaves. All leaves will be recycled and composted into leaf mulch and will be available for residential use at the Public Works facility. Reconstruction of Pheasant Run Drive is ongoing. The contractor is currently working on the installation of new curb and gutter to aid in the conveyance of stormwater. Paving will occur once the concrete work is complete. The 2025 road program is underway. The contractor is installing new concrete curb and gutter on Pennsauken Street to convey stormwater. The paving of Hunterdon Drive, Inman Street, South Bellevue Avenue is planned upon completion of Pennsauken Street. Madam Mayor, that concludes my report.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Segrist. Committee Member McGill is not here. Deputy Mayor Horner for Finance and Economic Development.
Nothing to report this evening, Madam Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Deputy Mayor. And I just have a few notes in regards to some upcoming events. We have our Township Holiday Lighting, which will be Friday, December 5th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Wood Park. And then we have Breakfast with Santa, which is Sunday, December 7th, which will be at 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. There are tickets required for this event, and ticket sales will actually be open November 18th from 7 to 9 at the Cinnaminson Avenue Firehouse. Okay, that concludes my report. Okay, next on the agenda is a discussion item regarding the best practices inventory. Mr. Schubiger, can you give us some details on that?
Sure, Mayor. Once again, the township did a really good job with our best practices inventory. It's an annual inventory that is completed by all municipalities. The township this year met 46 of 49 core competencies. That puts us in great shape with the state and what their expectations are of the township. It actually, our state aid is contingent upon this inventory. It's pretty important. And it's also a great guide to see how we're doing, comparing ourselves against other municipalities and what the state is expecting us to do to continue to serve the residents in a good way. So we're in great shape. Like I said, 46 out of 49. I'm sure our CFO can do the percentage for you real quick if you want it. But overall, no? Okay. Overall, very good, Mayor. I'm happy to report that once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schubiger. Okay, we have an ordinance for introduction this evening. That's ordinance 2025-14, an ordinance of the Township of Cinnaminson, County of Burlington, and State of New Jersey, authorizing execution of an amendment to financial agreement between the Township of Cinnaminson and IHC, Cinnaminson Urban Renewal Mount, LLC, relating to the senior living facility on Block 1304, Lot 18, on the official tax map of the Township of Cinnaminson, pursuant to the long-term tax exemption law, NJSA 40A 20-1, to be advertised in the Burlington County Times, public hearing to be December 1st, 2025 at 6:30 PM. May I have a motion to introduce ordinance 2025-14?
I'll make that motion, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Segrist. I will second. Roll call vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Conda.
Aye.
Mr. Seagrass.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Horner.
Aye.
Mayor Craybill.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the consent agenda. Resolution 2025-132, authorizing refund of a duplicate tax payment, Block 304, Lot 17.02. Tax collector Sandy Root has recommended this refund due to the payment being made by both the property owner and the mortgage company. Resolution 2025-133, authorizing refund of duplicate tax payment, Block 307.11, Lot 1, qualifier C0156. Tax collector Sandy Root has recommended this refund due to the payment being made by both the property owner and the mortgage company. Resolution 2025-134, authorizing assignment and assumption of financial agreement. This action assigns the existing financial agreement for Azalea at Cinnaminson to IHC, Cinnaminson Urban Renewal Mount, LLC. Township Solicitor Jeff Stark recommends that the assignment is authorized by the governing body. Resolution 2025-135, authorizing acceptance of Township Planner's determination regarding development of flagship car wash as a permitted use under Township's redevelopment plan. Township Planner Environmental Resolutions has determined that Flagship New Jersey Propco LLC's proposed car wash for Block 2102, Lot 51, is a permitted use. Township Solicitor Betsy Ramus recommends that the Township Committee authorize the acceptance of the Township Planner's determination. Resolution 2025-136, authorizing submission of application and execution a grant contract for fiscal year 2026 Public Facilities Improvements Program. This action will permit the township to submit the required application and execute a grant contract in the amount of $200,000 for previously approved funding through the state's fiscal year 2026 Public Facilities Improvement Program. Funds are included in the state's current budget cycle for lighting improvements at the municipal complex. Resolution 2025-137, authorizing participation in Southern New Jersey Regional Employee Benefits Fund. Due to recent outrageous premium increases to the State Health Benefits Plan, SHBP, over the course of the past several years, including a pending increase of 36.5% for 2026, the township has been exploring alternate health benefit plans to reduce the financial burden on our taxpayers and our employees. The township recently terminated its relationship with SHBP and determined that the Southern New Jersey Regional Employee Benefits Fund provides equal to or greater benefits than the SHBP at a significant savings. Chief Financial Officer Julia Edmondson and Township Administrator Eric Schubiger jointly recommend that the governing body authorize this participation. Resolution 2025-138, authorizing appointment of Fund Commissioner and alternate Fund Commissioner for Southern New Jersey Regional Employee Benefits Fund. As a condition of participation in the Southern New Jersey Regional Employee Funds, the township is required to appoint a Fund Commissioner and an alternate Fund Commissioner. This action will appoint Township Administrator Eric Schubiger to the position of Fund Commissioner and Chief Financial Officer Julia Edmondson to the position of Alternate Fund Commissioner. Resolution 2025-139, authorizing cancellation of taxes for totally disabled veteran, Block 904, Lot 21. Tax Assessor Dennis DeClerc has confirmed that the property owner meets the criteria of eligibility for this benefit. Resolution 2025-140, authorizing cancellation of taxes for totally disabled veteran, Block 3007, Lot 3. Tax Assessor Dennis DeClerc has confirmed that the property owner meets the criteria of eligibility for this benefit. Resolution 2025-141, authorizing award of contract for camera system and door access system for a municipal complex. Public Works Superintendent Kevin Gaunt secured quotes for a new camera system and door access system for the township buildings. The lowest reasonable quote was provided by Rivel through the Interlocal Purchasing Systems in the amount of $295,408.37. Ms. Edmondson has determined that sufficient funding is available through previously approved capital program funds for the purpose and recommends authorization by the governing body. Resolution 2025-142, authorizing change order and final payment to Alano Brothers for a column repair project. Township Engineer Remington and Vernick has determined this project substantially complete and recommends a change order reducing the original amount of the contract by $12,551, from $78,361 to $65,810, and final payment in the amount of $65,810. Ms. Edmonds has determined that sufficient funding is available through previously approved capital program funds for this purpose and recommends authorization by the governing body. Resolution 2025-143, authorizing award of contract for Adams Street and Jefferson Street culvert mitigation. Township Engineer Pannoni prepared a bid specification for culvert mitigation work. Bids were received and reviewed by the township professionals. Ms. Edmondson has determined that sufficient funding is available for this purpose and recommends that the governing body authorize the award of contract to the lowest possible bidder, Gemini Contracting, in the amount of $265,285.75. Resolution 2025-144, authorizing award of contract for automatic fire suppression system for the municipal building. Township Engineer Remington and Vernick prepared a bid specification for an automatic fire suppression system for the municipal building. Bids were received and reviewed by the township professionals. Ms. Edmondson has determined that sufficient funding is available for the purchase and recommends that governing body authorize the award of contract to lowest responsible bidder, Encore Fire Protection, in the amount of $697,716. We have two raffles, Sisters, that are rendering service for December 14th, 2025 in St. Charles Borromeo Church for March 7th, 2026. That is the end of our consent agenda. May I have a motion to open public comment for the consent agenda items only?
I will make that motion, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Conda. May I have a second?
I'll second that, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Segrist. Voice vote, please. Aye.
Aye.
Nays, abstentions? Okay, public comment is open on the consent agenda items only.
Ben Young, 116 Woodview Lane. What are we doing with the fire suppression system? I mean, I'm looking at it. What are we doing with it? For $600,000? Why are we replacing it?
Do you want to,
Can you,
do you have a little bit of
I mean, it's there,
information?
there it is, it works.
I believe it's a requirement at this point, Ben.
I don't think so. I think you ought to research that because I don't think so. They might have to upgrade some of the pumps or something. But I find it hard to believe you have to replace the system. You can just flush it.
That's
Got it.
typically
Seriously.
what you're able to do.
And I'm pretty knowledgeable about this stuff. I mean, this is not something I'm a novice on.
We've,
Mr. Schubager.
Thanks, Mayor. So this is a requirement, and we're meeting the spec that has been given to us that we need to meet. And it's been in the works for a couple of years, and it's finally at the place where we can make the award. That's why we're making the award, or recommending it tonight.
Who wrote the spec? Who gave you the spec that said it had to be replaced?
We worked with the Fire Commission and with our engineer and with our Public Works Department to make sure that it met spec.
I don't understand. I got buildings that have had these things in them for 50 years or longer. I don't buy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Okay, seeing no one else come forward, I'll make a motion to close public comment on the consent agenda. May I have a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Mr. Kondo. Voice vote, please. Aye.
Aye.
Nays, abstentions. Public comment on the consent agenda is now closed. Okay, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Kondo. May I have a second?
I'll second that, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Roll call vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Kondo.
Aye.
Mr. Seagrass.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Horner.
Aye.
Mayor Craybill.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the approval of the minutes for October 20th, 2025. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of October 20th, 2025?
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from October 20th, 2025, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Segrist. I'll second. Roll call vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Kondo.
Aye.
Mr. Seagrass.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Horner.
Aye.
Mayor Craybill.
Aye.
Thank you.
Has everybody had an opportunity to review the bill list?
I have.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve the bill list?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
Thank you, Mr. Condon. May I have a second?
Madam Mayor, I'll second that.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Horner. Roll call vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Kondo.
Aye.
Mr. Seagrass.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Horner.
Aye.
Mayor Craybill.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have any comments from our staff or professionals this evening? Okay, we'll move on to public comment. I'll make a motion to open public comment. May I have a second?
I will second that.
Thank you, Mr. Condon. Voice vote, please. Aye.
Aye.
Nays, abstentions. Public comment is now open. Please come forward and state your name and address for the record.
My name is Daniel Cortez. I live on number one Oakwood Drive, Cinnaminson Avenue and Oakwood Drive corner. I'm here about, it's a number of years now, there's been a lot of traffic on my street. It's changed because of the ShopRite and all those stores. So a lot of pedestrian packed traffic going by. That's okay. But the past couple of years, especially this past year, a lot of these electric vehicles, they're in the street, they're on the sidewalk, and they're flying by. I don't know what's legal here, but I don't think that they're not wearing helmets most of the time. Sometimes they're in the street, but mostly they're on the sidewalk. My particular situation is that when I'm on my riding lawnmower, these vehicles come up at 30 miles an hour. I can't hear them. And they suddenly appear when I'm riding. My biggest problem, and I'll send a photograph up here of the sidewalk. Can you send that around?
Yep.
The sidewalk has my neighbor has a fence. There's been a fence there forever. I've been there since 1973, and the fence has been against the sidewalk. He had a chain link fence against the sidewalk there. Didn't cause any problem, but lately, this past summer, he added a wooden fence, 6 feet high. So when I come around my lawnmower, I got to stop and review the sidewalk, make sure nobody's flying by. People on bicycles, you expect that, and people walking. But these vehicles that are, scooters, and the motorized, the bikes, the people have bikes mostly there on the street. But I get the scooters and the, what do you call it, the skateboards, motorized skateboards or something. A lot of that. And there's bicycles occasionally, people go flying by. And I was wondering if we could have some signage, let people know they shouldn't be doing that. The fence, I don't know how it got permitted to put a fence against. My fence is 17 and a half feet away from the sidewalk, and that one's against it. I don't know how that even works, but I haven't seen that except for my neighborhood, my street.
Yeah.
But it's a big problem. But we have a lot of pedestrians working at the stores. They walk, but now they're riding on scooters. So I just thought maybe some signs would be good. I get a lot of trash. I've always had trash over there. This morning, 2 giant, those Wawa cups was on my grass. Every day I pick up trash. There used to be a sign on the curb grass. A couple of years ago, a sign said $50 littering fee fine. And that got replaced with a sign that says for the center lane is for left turns only. Well, it's become a passing lane. I have a truck up back into my driveway, and people can't wait a second while I'm backing up. They got to go around into that left turn lane to do passing. And I see it often with people on the street, other cars doing that. So it's a traffic problem. It seems like nobody pays attention to it. I just see it all the time. I don't know what the police are doing. I don't know what the ordinances are, but maybe a sign saying you can't ride a motorized vehicle on the sidewalk would be good. I don't know. That's about it.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Pardon me?
I said thank you
Oh,
very
you're
much.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you, sir.
I'm a little nervous.
Thank you.
No need to
It
be
was
nervous.
perfect.
You did wonderful.
It was
Thank you.
Ben Young again, 116 Woodview. Quick suggestion on that fence. Probably existing fence is 4 foot, which was legal when they put it up.
Right.
And if you put a wood fence up behind it, I just mentioned to Mr. Minton, he should have pulled a permit for it, and he should have held him back off the curb. Just a simple, quick solution.
Yeah.
I'm really here to talk about something totally different. There's a bill before the Senate in New Jersey coming up for a hearing this month in committee, S3915. It has to do with pilots and changing how the pilots work and how the monies are shared. You people need to get on this. Singleton sponsored it, so he's your most closest source, because this is going to change your whole pilot system. It's going to make you share it with the schools, which has been a big deal. We fought that back in 2008. We gave in on the residential stuff at Sienna, but we never gave in on the industrial. And you need to hold your ground or get Singleton to pull this building. It's been up there for a year. It was put in a year ago this time. But you need to get up there and hold your ground. You're all going to the league this week, do some lobbying and get on it. Because that's a big deal. I mean, we left you about 7 million. I think you got about 9 now because of that. So it's a big deal. Paul, as far as I know, the easement is dead. Unless you can get it back. Well, you can try waste management. This is the easement between Union Landing and Taylor's Lane. Across. Okay. Paul asked me to look into it, and I did. And as far as I can tell, it was not exercised in a timely manner. But you could try waste on. You have plenty of things to argue with waste about to maybe use as leverage. But try
Fair
it.
enough. Ben, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Mr. Young.
Good evening, everyone. Renee Oler Davis, 2108 Hunter Street. I was wondering if we have an emergency preparedness plan yet, in case there is something with the trains, fire, C-Box, et cetera, where we would need to evacuate, flooding, et cetera.
Go ahead, Mr. Sugar.
Yes, we do. We work closely with the county and all the other area municipalities to adopt a plan. Our emergency management coordinator led the charge on that recently. It was adopted within the past year, I think. We
And is
adopted it.
possible for us to have meetings in each area of Cinnaminson to inform the residents what that plan is?
So I think a lot of the plan is not meant for public input because of some of the parts of the plan that are going to need to be held that way so that we can take action. But whatever we can do to share with residents, we certainly will do that. I will talk to the emergency management coordinator and see what we could do to at least make sure you're aware that we're on it and that we have taken action. I'm just giving you a little bit of warning. I think some of the specifics
Yeah.
we're not going to be able to divulge because it's so important that we have that, you know?
Well, in the case of terrorism and different things like that, I can understand where you
Okay,
wouldn't be
so
able to.
thank you. That's what I
aspect
meant.
I get.
Yeah.
But it's just that people need to know where to go and what to do. It's if, their area is affected. So it's that type of thing I'm talking
Agreed.
about.
And citizens are a big part of it, obviously. So let me try to coordinate something. I'll follow up with you.
Thank you. Feel free to call me.
Okay,
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Okay, seeing no one else come forward? Okay, may I have a motion to close public comment?
I will make that motion, Madam Mayor.
Okay, I will second. Voice vote, please. Aye.
Aye.
Nays, abstentions. Public comment is now closed. Do we have any comments from committee members tonight?
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
None from me, Madam Mayor.
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. All right, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I will make that motion to adjourn the meeting, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Seegers. May I have a second?
I'll second that, Madam Mayor.
Okay, thank you both gentlemen. Voice vote, please. Aye.
Aye.
Nays, abstentions. All right, this meeting is now adjourned. Next meeting is Monday, December 1st, 2025 at 6:30 PM.
On Monday, November.